Hey guys, it's RebelQueen. Okay, as you can see, I have a Pikachu here, so today's stuff is Pokemon related. For those of you who know, I play the Pokemon Go mobile app. Albion does too, but he doesn't really play it as much as I do because, uh, basically Pokemon was pretty much one of the first games I really had a chance to delve into for myself because as I kind of have mentioned before in some of the other stuff, while a lot of my game technology got handed down to me, including no beauty, the original Nintendo Game Boy, yes, the black and white, or black and gray handheld, which actually that didn't come from my brother, that really came from parents. But the Pokemon game was kind of like one of the ones that I got to choose and pick up and play for myself. So the series has kind of been like a long-standing favorite for me since then. And if you're kind of wondering, like, oh, which version did she choose to begin her Pokemon journey? I didn't start like with red and blue. No, I started in yellow. Okay, no. So it's like, I didn't get that iconic red and blue. I went straight with its combo game. And as you guys know, this year is actually marked 25 years of Pokemon. So, in kind of celebrating that in Pokemon Go, we basically had we just finished off this Kanto Tour event to celebrate that with the whole, starting off in the original 151. So basically, like, if you play Pokemon Go, basically the original 151, you now have a chance in the game to get a shiny. If you're just now tuning into the game, and so if you basically they had, if the original Kanto Pokemon, if they had their community days, but so their shinies are pretty much already introduced into the game. But for those that didn't have a community day, like some of the, it only has like one evolution or such, like the Spearow or Paris or whatever, or they didn't have it as part of like some special event deal, well, it now has a shiny available in the game. But you had to specifically buy the Kanto Tour ticket if you wanted to get the special research for the shiny Mew, which then also, shiny Ditto, sorry. Shiny Mew is also part of this, but you had to get that special, you had to buy the ticket to get the shiny Ditto research, which then unlocked the shiny Mew research, which, oh god. Apparently the shiny Mew research is a special thing that is meant to take a long time to complete. Whew. But neither here nor there. But apparently there is like some rumors going around that I have just been kind of made aware of. Because, okay, as we all kind of know, well, first off, kind of referencing my little Pikachu buddy here, which, this guy is old. I've had him since back when, well, let's just say he's old. Because basically, yeah, he's basically as old as this whole 25 years thing. But kind of referencing my buddy here, we do know there is eventually, they are going to do like another Detective Pikachu. Kind of like to finish off what was started on the 3DS, but it's going to be on the Switch. Hopefully, maybe when they finish things off on the actual Pokemon Day, we might get some more information dropped on that. Because we know that's coming, we just don't know when. But the rumors that I'm talking about that I heard about, apparently there are rumors circulating that we might get some more DLC for Sword and Shield. I don't know how exact this is going to be. Because I just found out about this today, so I'm kind of like, And kind of from what these rumors are saying, because to me they seem legit. But at the same time, it's kind of like you would think we would have heard something about this, but at the same time, if it's going to be something special having to do with the anniversary, which, to be honest, I wouldn't put it past him to like kind of go, oh, we're also going, in honor of the anniversary, we're doing this and it drops now. Which, to be honest, wouldn't put it past the company to do that. Kind of from what the rumors are saying about this DLC is that basically we're going kind of like with Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. Of course, we get another legendary Pokemon, but then the Unknown are also going to get introduced into this. But now, from the two guys which that would be interesting, and then of course like a few other, and of course obviously other Pokemon would get introduced into all of this, and then would round out the rest of the Pokemon Pokedexes, and basically bring in the rest of the whole Pokemon universe. And then it sounds like there might be like a few more Galarian forms for some Pokemon and such, but kind of don't know how that's going to work. Like I said, this is all just rumors and stuff. But at the same time, like I said, it seems legit. And like I said, it kind of throws me with this timing. But at the same time, with it being an anniversary year for the series, I kind of wouldn't put it past them to do this. And it kind of gives us especially if they do announce like, oh, and we're finally doing like these remakes for the Switch. We're finally doing these remakes for blah blah blah. Then that would kind of give the. Sorry, I know I didn't do that right, but it's like, oh, and finally we're doing the highly anticipated remakes for Diamond and Pearl, which then that DLC would kind of give us a little bit something to nosh on while we're sitting here going, waiting for those remakes, which everybody has pretty much been going, hurry up and do them. But you never know. And then, of course, another thing that people have been saying is like, oh, Sword and Shield might be the first Pokemon game series in a while to actually do a third game series. Since, after all, if you remember, Red and Blue had Yellow, then there was Gold and Silver's Crystal, Ruby and Red's Emerald, and of course Platinum, but then of course we didn't. Then with X and Y's, we didn't get Z, so that game kind of broke the streak. So everybody's kind of thinking with this we might get a third game, which I know a lot of people kind of hate on Sword and Shield, but I want people to think on. Can everybody just kind of think on this matter, please? Yet strangely enough, they love the DLC. Yet, can you guys think on this matter? Aside from the Let's Go games, which they're kind of a bump. Can we just kind of keep in mind that they were kind of a bumper crop game? No offense, they were good games. But they weren't mainstream. They were bumper crop Pokemon games. They weren't mainstream. The Sword and Shield is mainstream. Sword and Shield was truly like the first mainline Pokemon game to be put on the Switch. So, granted, the jump from the DS to the Switch wasn't, at least after Sun and Moon, where you could finally, where your characters were finally like in a actually 3D. Granted, after that, it wasn't too much of a jump, but they still had, think about it, they still had certain elements that they had to stay within the Pokemon world where they had to play in. Because, I mean, think about it. Just because they jump from one element from one console to another doesn't mean things are going to just change so freaking drastically. Because, I mean, in all honesty, granted, I'm an adult, but I've been playing these games since, like I said, since Yellow, since they were handheld, and even then, I've been progressively playing these games since Yellow, Gold, Silver, and up. There is pretty much a strict formula to these games, even though the graphics and stuff have been getting better each generation. We all should expect that, and even though they have been like adding new and interesting perks to each thing as the stuff has been getting better in regards to the graphics, and all that, it's like we gotta give the Pokemon Company and them a break and stuff. Especially considering we also have to remember this, in all truth, this is a kid's game. To a certain degree. Because, I mean, I know like me, there are a lot of people who have been playing this game since they were kids and are still playing it now because they just love this series so much and have seen like all these different Pokemon and have their favorites and just want to keep on playing it until, honestly, they get totally burned out. And they just... But anyway, like I said, in regards to that DLC, from what I'm seeing, the name that keeps up popping up for it is called the Cinder Citadel. Hold on, let me double check that real quick. I think I... Come on. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm taking forever here. It's wanting to. Oh yeah, I was right. The name I keep on seeing pop up for it is like I said, the Cinder Citadel. Like I said, it's just a rumor. We don't know if it's true or not, but it would be interesting. I think, because I mean, Isle of Armor, Crown Tundra, they were fun, and so this would be interesting too, given from what I've read about it. So, well, read and heard and all that. So, uh, but yeah, so I think that is basically about it. Because I don't know if me and Albion will be able to like do anything when the whole uh Pokemon Day thing goes on, uh because even when the whole Kanto Tour thing was event deal was going on, we had made plans to hopefully get together, but because we were still even though the weather here has warmed back up, thank God, we were still having our roads were still kind of slushy and icy in some patches. Are now that it's dried up, there is like dirt and sand and stuff, so even that can be dangerous. So we weren't able to get together and actually go around and hang out for the event like we had planned. So, ugh. It was lonely playing from home. And boring. Just sitting here playing from home. I mean, granted, it was fun because they made it interesting by the fact that like for during the whole hours thing, because they made it where it was like, oh, we're going to have like these Pokemon popping up during these hours, and like it was Pallet Pallet Towns, Pewter City, etc., etc. And like during the different hours, they had the classic game music playing, and like if you got into and when you were clicking on the Pokemon, they had like the battle music and stuff, or even when you were raiding and stuff, they had the classic, like I said, the classic battle music and stuff. But it was still like it was still lonely. But and it was like, thank God for the fact that they increased the trade distance enough to where me and Albion were able to do trading from our houses, because otherwise we would not have been able to complete one of the collection challenges. But that's neither here nor there. uh, anyway, like I said, hopefully we'll find out more when it's actually the Pokemon Day stuff. Because who knows what kind of stuff they'll surprise us with on the actual day itself. Because they have kind of set there is, after all, they they could pull that deal on us and drop the DLC on the thing where be like, God dang it! And people just have to be running to purchase the content, or they then go, we're doing this and it's coming out, blah blah blah, and it's like, and everybody be like, really? And then you have to hurt, and then again, people have to run around like chickens with their heads cut off to pre-order it, like with Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. But you never know. But basically, this is RebelQueen. If you live here in Texas, stay safe, guys. I mean, I know we're basically all warmed back up and stuff, but I think there's still some areas that are having issues and all that from the power outages and all that, and are still under restrictions from the whole water issues. But stay safe, be careful. Remember, guys, wear your masks, because we're still under our pandemic situation. And that doesn't go just for here in Texas. This goes everywhere. Because remember, we need to be wearing those masks correctly if we want to get out of this situation sooner, even with the vaccine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope everybody stays safe and everything else. Bye.